woke up one morning in 1983 to learn local Vancouver legend Joe Filipponi had been shot and killed in his home next to the infamous Penthouse nightclub, which he built and ran with his three brothers since 1947. I knew Joe's nephew Danny back in elementary school, and I remember how my heart went out to him and his family. My old brother at the time was stunned, having just met with Joe on a sales call at that location a week prior. The morning after the murder, Joe's brother Jimmy found Joe's body lying next to an open safe. Papers were scattered across the floor, and the TV was still on, blaring loudly. I recently spoke with Danny, who now owns and operates the club, and I mentioned that I was part of a team that investigates haunted locations. He offered us access to the building while it was shut down due to COVID, and the next day, after Danny's offer, I came home from work and noticed something unusual as I put my key in the lock. My wife and daughter had been away for several weeks, and yet there was a loud noise coming from the other side of the door. I went in and discovered some papers had fallen off the bookshelf and lay on the floor next to the TV, which had somehow turned on by itself while I was away at work, and it was blaring loudly.
Danny, I got one question for you. Are we the very first paranormal team through here?
Yes, you are.
Have you had other teams ask in the past?
Yes, we have.
Time and time again, the Penthouse has been trying to be shut down from the police, red tape from the city. There's been a murder. There's been a fire. There's been all sorts of. There's been a pandemic now. The Penthouse is still going. It's unbelievable, and it's so great to see. It's I don't know another place like it in town like that. So many of these entertainers, especially as they say the African American jazz entertainers and whatnot, had such a fond experience of being here, and remarked how different it was from their being on tour in the United States, even up in the Pacific Northwest in Portland and Seattle, where you were told after your show you go back to your dressing room. But Joe and Mickey and the gang and Ross would all say, look, when you're done, you got to come down and meet the mayor. He's got a dirty joke you got to hear, or you got to meet my friend who's a safecracker who's got a funny story. And you heard that time and time again. So this building housed so much history, but it also housed the right kind of history that we like to hear about. You realize that there were some really positive forces in Vancouver, and sometimes in the most unlikely of places.
Meet me at the Penthouse, 20 dudes. I wanna see you get a little crazy, wanna see you get loose. Take it off at the door and leave your cell phone. We're about to get it on, let's get it on. Yow! What happens in the penthouse stays in the penthouse. What happens in the penthouse stays in Penthouse 22.
So why don't you guys just chat and we'll just...
Well, hi, my name is Danny Filipponi, the owner here of the Penthouse nightclub. I'm sitting here with my good friend Aaron Chapman, author of Liquor, Lust, and Law, one of Vancouver's most famous books now. And we're here talking about the Penthouse and some of the craziness that's gone on over the years. I was just saying to John that when I started working here, I was 17 years old. I was just a boy carrying around a tray, slinging drinks for the Penthouse when it opened. I didn't really know much about much about anything, as they say. But as years went on, I began to learn more and more about the history of the Penthouse. In particular, the brothers and my Uncle Joe, who died tragically in 1983, a very unexpected death. Well, it was after he died, I started working more with my father, Ross, at the Penthouse. And I started picking up more shifts. In fact, there came a time where my dad asked me to manage the club. And that meant taking on various responsibilities, like opening the bar and closing the bar. And closing a nightclub can be, well, let's just say difficult at the best of times, especially when there's lots of crazy people and not wanting to leave. But I do remember one evening when I think it was a Thursday night, and I corralled everyone to the back door, and I had gotten everyone out of the club, and it was a busy Thursday. And I remember sitting at the front of the stage by myself. It was classic. I cracked open a beer. I sort of put my feet on a chair, and I did one of these, and that was a crazy night. And I know everyone was gone because I had literally alarmed the club. And as I was sitting there by myself, I literally heard Uncle Joe talk. And he was saying something like, we're closed, get out. And I turned around in my chair, and I thought that I'd left one of the staff members behind. And it sort of freaked me out a bit, and I and
he had an unmistakable voice.
He did.
That you would have recognized.
And
so
that
well.
That's what got my attention, because I thought someone was pulling some sort of prank on me. And I sat and I waited for it, and there it was again. And literally, I got up from my chair and I sort of scurried back to the front end of the bar. And this continued for about 2 or 3 minutes. I heard this voice, and it was Uncle Joe. And I remember telling my dad I'd heard Uncle Joe's voice, and he wasn't overly surprised.
Really?
Yeah, he said, "Oh yeah, I've heard that too." And I said, "Well, thanks for the heads up, you know." But I remember other times too in the dancers' room upstairs. Now our dancers have a separate room for where the patrons like to party. They're upstairs in the backstage, as we call it, and there's 2 or 3 big dressing rooms back there. And one particular dressing room overlooks the rooftop, and from the rooftop you can see what we call our VIP room. That's where Sammy Davis and
Sinatra,
and
everybody came.
They used to hang up there.
Right.
And I've had dancers run down the stairs in the middle of the night screaming at the bartenders that there's someone on the rooftop.
Wow.
And we've had to send door guys up there.
Really?
Because, we're acting on someone's obviously got it. And we've never seen a customer on the rooftop, but they are describing Uncle Joe. They're saying it's this short guy, this big guy, and he's up there and he's coming out of the door from where the VIP room is, and they think he's spying on them and checking up on them. And I've heard this on how many occasions? It's crazy. Right?
And there's photos of him that exist where he is up in the dressing room checking with the dancers. I mean, he knew every inch of this place. So it doesn't surprise me when I do hear some people, especially some long-term employees that have been here over the years, to talk about how they have seen a figure. And one person in particular saw this short sort of, and Joe was a sort of a short, stocky guy with a sort of tousled head of hair, and they saw a person that was sort of that shape and figure, but was wearing a set of coveralls. Now Joe was a pretty flashy dresser, so when I heard that, I didn't think, well, it might be somebody, but it's not.
But you asked me, you said,
yeah,
did Joe ever wear coveralls?
Yeah.
And I said, no. I said, yes.
Yes.
He did.
The penny drop, yeah.
He wore coveralls.
Yeah, and we found a photo of him dressed in this gray pair of coveralls with some black stitching and whatnot, and he was sweeping up. And this would have been taken in the late 1970s. We know because it had to do with the article. It was after a short period of the Penthouse was shut down for a little bit. And there was Joe, and the exact way that somebody had. Now that was a photo that was not in circulation. That was a picture that was not.
It was a family photo.
It would have been taken, and I think it had been used in one newspaper article at the time when he was talking about how the Penthouse was reopening, and you saw the humor of the piece was Joe himself sweeping up. But I guess Joe, in turn, when he was here working, sometimes he would throw that pair of coveralls to do some cleanup and to do some routine cleaning that you always talk about, like so. So there it was. There was the interesting. So that I found that interesting. I necessarily wasn't a person who maybe believed immediately all the ghost stories or things like this, but that gave me pause. Now another incident that was even more telling in a way, or even more fascinating. There was one of the people who, one of the sort of management people here at the Penthouse who was living next door at the house next door, which was built in 1898 and had been occupied by the Filipponi family from about the 1930s onward. Of course, that was the scene. That was the location of where Joe was murdered in September 1983, and it was around the anniversary of that, sometime in the early 2000s, I think it was, that person, who was not a person I knew to be somebody who believed in sort of tall tales, or
he was a straight shooter,
straight edge guy, didn't drink, I think, and his he had a dog, and his dog was staring at the spot where Joe's body had been found.
In the office.
In the office next door of the Penthouse. It didn't happen in the Penthouse. A lot of people think that actually happened here at the Penthouse. It's actually next door, the house next door. But and the dog would not take his eyes off that spot, and he had heard some sounds in the night and things like that as well. So who could say?
I sit here right now and tell you that there's no question that the spirit of Joe lives in this building.
Yeah.
I've seen visions, I've heard voices, and I've heard other people say that they've seen other people with him and other figures with him. And like you said, for someone who devoted his entire life to this family, to this building, and in this exact spot, imagine how many friends of his have come and visited, because he was always here.
Sure.
Right?
Yeah, and you could always count on him being here if you needed to find him or wanted to talk to him. Everybody talks about the Filipponi family, the Filipponi brothers, and those people who have occupied this space and ran it for so long in the family. I mean, the people who have been in and out of this room, from not only, some of the famous athletes and movie stars and everything that have been in here, and whatever residue of their existence they've left in terms of a spiritual sense, who knows? But so many Vancouverites, over the years, your grandparents, parents, yourself. It's one of the few cross-generational places in the city where your grandparents, your parents, and you can go to. And because it's housed so many memories for so many people who have passed through, I can't help but think that it is a unique building in that sense. And somehow, and I'm not necessarily, again, somebody who immediately is the first to believe a ghost story or anything like that. I'm a skeptic, probably like many of you are, but one can only think that a building with this history to it and just the people that have gone through it and some of the very specific incidences and memories and real benchmark moments in Vancouver history itself have happened in this space. And
it's just on any normal given day when I'm down here. I mean, it could be I'm down here with one person, we're just doing some office work, and I'll hear noises, and I know that things fall.
Buildings settle.
Sure, yeah. I get it, but not the noises that I hear.
Right. Yeah.
I hear actual noises backstage. I hear a chair move. I've heard brooms topple over. I've had music turn on. In fact, the TV turns on. One of the TVs turns on out of nowhere sometimes.
Right.
And there's the remote control is in my office. The TVs turn on down at the bar, and there's no other TVs on except this one. And I'd be looking.
I wanted to watch the game or something, or Mickey had a bet
on something, wanted to see what's going on.
And we should say that all the reports have been interesting because there's never been any existence of a malevolent ghost or something. There's never been a sense of fear. People have been shocked to see something or see something.
Yes.
How was that guy there? Did I just see somebody? I thought the place was empty. Those moments. There's never been that kind of, as I say, malevolent activity that some people talk about when they talk about some ghost sightings and things like that, or feelings that they have when they're in certain places. They're always the sort of slightly whimsical stories of something, like you say, a TV being turned on. Something you put down in one place is put somewhere else.
It's just wonderful that people are still using the Penthouse and enjoying it as much as all of our family members.
And I suppose it doesn't even matter maybe whether there are any ghosts, although it sounds like from some of the stuff you've seen and some of the stuff we've heard from people, maybe there are a few.
Well, I think we're going to find out.
Yeah, that we're going to find out. But you have always felt those spirits and those memories have all been behind you.
It's impossible to sit here and tell you unequivocally I've heard nothing, I've seen nothing, because that simply is just not the case.
Yeah.
Right?
Well, it'll be interesting to see what the team finds out, I suppose.
Yeah, it'd be great.
Yeah.
One famous person. You have to pick one. You can't pick all of them. That visited this club was your favorite. Which room in the club did you spend the most time in?
Can you answer that again? Did things end on bad terms? Just touch once for yes and blank for no.
4 orange. Oh, and then 3 to green, yellow. So I think there was.
There's
because,
something that they really want us to know about.
Yeah.
Did you never come back here after things, like, were you essentially kind of like banned, or did you feel that you could not come back?
Went to 4. And again, it's blinking a lot right now.
Obviously something happened that was very upsetting to you.
You had hurt feelings after that, right?
You were angry.
Was whoever you were seeing also seeing someone else? Like, was it jealousy or about another girl? Did you just love it here? Is that why you're here?
Was there an incident involving a baby of maybe your baby or someone else's baby?
But whoa, all the way to 5. So a baby.
There's a baby.
And again.
A baby. Were you pregnant?
Nothing.
Did you find out someone else was pregnant and that upset you?
Nothing.
Were you wanting to get pregnant and you couldn't?
Yes. It went to orange. 4. Are you looking for 4 again? Are you looking for the brother? Is that why you're here? You're looking for the fellow that you were in love with? To talk to him about it, maybe? To resolve matters, maybe? Do you know that you've passed on? That you're no longer? Yeah,
Huge,
right.
yeah.
It's going crazy now. Do you know all of the Filipponi brothers are passed away as well? It's true. Wasn't Russ the last one that passed away in 2012 or 2013 or something? Or was it later? I can't remember what the book said.
If they know
sorry.
if they know they've passed on, do they need help getting to the light?
Oh, went to orange. Did you want us to help you move on to the next step in the afterlife? Oh, went to orange. So can I will help you. I will help you get there. It's not that hard to do. Thank you. Went to orange. But I want to make sure that it's you, Sarah, that I'm helping. So can you make it go red, Sarah, if that's you for sure? Only because I need to call your ancestors when I do this to help you. Okay, can you do one more time, all the way to red, to confirm this is it?
Well, it went orange. I mean, almost to red. Yeah.
All the way to orange twice in a row. Okay, so Sarah, we can do that for you right now. Would you like that to happen right this minute? Orange. Okay, I'm going to put this down. Or will it stand without falling? Okay. So Sarah, all we have to do is call your ancestors. All those that have passed on before you. So I'm going to do that right now, okay? So I'm calling out to Oma to help us get all of Sarah's ancestors together and have them come here right now. I feel tingling all over.
Yeah.
I just want to make sure because I communicate with Oma via pendulum. So we'll do it that way. Oma bist du da? Ja oder nein bitte? Yes. Okay. Oma, are Sarah's ancestors with us right now? Can you give me the love sign? Bingo. Sarah, your ancestors are here. Can you see them? Just take a good look around. It's probably your mom, maybe your dad, an aunt, uncles. Okay, Oma, can we open up the door and to the light? And Sarah, I want you to take the hands of your ancestors. Oma's opening up the door with the light. Oh, it blinked. And we're going to move you over. So you walk through that door, please, Sarah. Okay, Oma, can you stop the pendulum and then do the love sign when she's walked through? It's okay, Sarah. Just take hold of the hands of your loved ones and walk through that. Oh, it's going blinking all the way to red. Walk through the door. Let me know when she's gone, Oma. It's okay. There we go, love circle. Okay, bye, Sarah. Okay, and Oma, when she's through with her ancestors, you can close that door again. Perfect. Okay, Oma, has she gone over? Dankeschön. Do you feel she's gone? I feel really calm now.
Yeah, she's gone.
Wow. That's kind of a crazy story.
It's weird how things pop into your head. It's just like, baby, baby. You
Yeah.
know?
Could very well have been something to do with a baby.
I'm probably reading into that. Does that look like somebody kissed, like lips?
Yeah. Somebody touched it.
But is it lips? Like, no.
That could be. It looks like one big smudge.
It's weird. Like,
Was it there before?
if it's lips, no, I guess it's not lips. But that would be weird.
You know what?
Well, we got a camera on.
It's not tiny.
I'm just gonna wipe it off. Or should
So
we take a
look
picture?
how big our lips are.
Should we take a picture just for fun?
Yes.
If it's lips, no, I guess it's not lips. But that would be weird.
You know what?
Well, we got a camera on.
It's not tiny.
I'm just gonna wipe it off. Or should
So
we take a
look
picture?
how big our lips are. You can come and say hi. Or for the last week and a half, I keep on thinking about a Wendy. I know she's young and active, and she wanted me to come and help her. So Wendy, are you there? So we try and use different methods of determining if there are spirits in a place. And we thought, and we'd seen this on a number of different shows, but specifically Kindred Spirits, one of my favorites. I love Amy. And I love that they tried different ways of trying to communicate. So we'd be using the SB7, the radio, and turn on the scanner. And one of us would use earphones and listen to the radio only, and the other person would then ask the questions, and the person with the headphones would just say whatever came out from the SB7. Okay, I am ready to say whatever comes.
I'm covering my mouth so Katie cannot see me talking. Katie, how many fingers am I holding up in the air right now? Okay, you can see that she cannot hear me. So I'm gonna ask a question. How many spirits are up here with us right now?
Yes. Kidding you.
Did somebody really kiss my phone?
Are you kidding?
Well, I'm asking you, yes or no, did somebody kiss my phone? Because we thought we saw lip marks.
No way.
Okay, thank you. I didn't think so. What's the name of this club? Do you know the name of it?
Wendy.
Okay.
Wendy is here.
Okay, Wendy, did you work at this club?
Probably. I have to think.
No problem. What age do you identify at? How old do you think you are?
32.
Okay. Where are you right now?
Upstairs.
Okay.
Let's go.
Okay. Do you, what can I ask you? Do you know our names? Can you say one of them?
Gotta tell Dad.
No problem.
He'll want to know.
Okay. Did you know Joe Filipponi?
I see him.
Okay.
Not now.
Okay. Do Do you like being in this place? Do you like coming to visit?
So fun.
It is a fun place, isn't it? Is there anything we can do for you? Is there anything we can do for you right now?
Help me to go. Help me.
Okay,
Help me to go.
would you like us to help you get to the light? We can do that. Would you like that? Would you like us to try and get you to the light?
Yes. Tell her.
Okay, I'll tell Katie that we'll do a little session right now and we'll help you get to the light. Okay, I'm gonna stop this now and we're gonna help you right now. Do you want us to help you right now?
It's audible. Gotta get back.
Okay, we're gonna help you right now. It sounds like you're desperate, so we're gonna help you right now. Okay, I'm gonna shut this off and get Katie to help pass you on. Thank you for communicating with us, Wendy.
Tell Joe.
Okay.
Bye. Oh.
Katie,
Whoa.
could you hear me at all?
No, I could hear.
Okay, but you couldn't hear what I was saying.
No, I was hearing. So, Oma, are you here? Ja oder nein, bitte? Yeah, she's here. Okay. Oma, if you could ask Wendy to step forward. And she's doing the love circle. So we're calling out to all of Wendy's ancestors and her loved ones, like Joe, the Filipponi brothers. We're asking for all of my ancestors to step forward and John's to help move Wendy onto the next stage in the afterlife. We don't know what that is, but she would like to go there. So if you could all please come. Okay, so Oma, when they're all here, can you just tell me yes? Okay, yes. Okay, Wendy, if you could take hold of one of your ancestors' hands. I'm thinking there's a grandmother there, like a great-grandmother. I'm not sure, but I feel that there's a great-grandmother there. If you could take your great-grandmother's hands, and Oma, if you could open the door. So I'm just thinking of a lovely door with a lovely light shining through it, and Oma's going to open that door up so that all the ancestors can walk through with Wendy. Okay, the door is open. And Oma, if you could stop the pendulum now, and once they have walked through, you do the love circle, okay? All right, so we'll concentrate on Wendy and her ancestors walking through that door to the next phase in the afterlife. And Oma will do the love circle when they have completed their step. There we go. There's the love circle. Okay, so Oma, so we can close the door now? All right. Thank you. And Wendy has crossed over to her next phase in the afterlife? Yes. All right. Thank you very much.
Okay, hi. Can somebody turn on a TV, or can they push something over, make something fall over? Can they touch me on the shoulder? Can you bang on a wall? Can somebody do something completely incredible right now?
Starting at under. Go.
Come on, guys, let's communicate here. Who wants to talk with me? Joe Filipponi, are you here? Come on, Joe Filipponi, are you here right now? Can you come up and let me know that you're here? Who wants to come up and talk? Who wants to talk? Who wants to speak with me right now? Come on up and say hello. Can someone tell me the name of this club? Can someone come through this panel box and say the name of this nightclub? Can you say the name of the nightclub here, please, through the panel box? I know you can do it. Please try. Can you please tell me the name of this nightclub? How many spirits are with me right now, please? If Joe Filipponi's here, could you say Joe Filipponi, please? Is Mickey here? Is Mickey with me right now? How about Ross? Is Ross here? What about Jimmy? Is Jimmy here? Who'd like to come up and talk with me right now?
We're in what John calls a VIP room. I call it the liquor room. But back in the day, apparently it was a special VIP room where the Filipponi brothers would bring only special guests. So we thought what we would do is a quick Panasonic burst session to see if we get any answers. Okay, record. How about you tell me who was the most favorite guest that you've had in this specific room? Did Mom and Dad ever come up here? Were they ever in the penthouse hanging out? Drinks, dinner, etc.?
Who was the most favorite guest that you've had in this specific room? Did Mom and Dad ever come up here? Were they ever in the penthouse hanging out, drinks, dinner, etc.?
I think that said no.
Okay.
Can you give me some names of people that have been in this room, some famous people? Can you come up and tell me some names of some famous people that have been in this room? Come up here and had drinks with Joe or Ross or Mickey or Jimmy? Are any of the Filipponi brothers here right now? And if you are, can you give me your full name? And finally, one last thing. If you have a message for me, can you tell me that message right now?
Joe, have you forgiven the person that killed you, that murdered you? Okay, stop. While we were waiting for that one, I thought I heard thump, 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 but I don't think it came from there. I think it came more from here behind me in the hallway. So I'm not sure because there's nobody else in the building but us. Okay, so let's listen to what this says.
Joe, have you forgiven the person that killed you, that murdered you? Good stuff.
Three, two, one, go.
So, can you tell us your name? And can you tell us why you're here? Like, did you work here? If you worked here, what was your job? Or were you just a patron? Why are you here?
Cool. Here we go.
And it's funny, I never do names, but for some reason I really wanted
Okay.
to ask his name.
2, 1, go.
So can you tell us your name? Can you tell us why you're here? Like, did you work here? If you work here, what was your job? Or were you just a patron? Why are you here?
Can I put out a red light?
Yeah, of course.
I love the red light.
Whatever. It went off last time when nobody was here.
Oh, really? Yeah. I don't know why that's like my favorite thing. So I'm gonna go hang it over there. That's me. Vegetables. So if any energy in here wants like to raise the excitement and get a reaction out of us, go close to that red light in the middle of the stage. That will tell us that you're here and you want to participate. It won't hurt you, it's just seeing your energy. And they're, yeah, I'm going to ask for all you being recorded.
Yeah, I've got a speaker right near it, or a recorder. And I think this GoPro is filming it. So we should probably plan. Yeah, I've got a speaker right near it, or a recorder. And I think this GoPro is filming it.
we should probably plan.
Hi everyone. Well, we are at our final of being here at the Penthouse, this magnificent building. We want to thank all the Filipponi family, the entire family, especially Danny, and of course the four brothers, Mickey, Jimmy, Ross, and Joe. We would like to thank Aaron Chapman for all that he did for us as well. His book is awesome, so go out there and buy it. I want to thank my team, Jules and Natasha and John, for all they do. And I want to thank you as a viewer for watching this with us, for going on this journey with us and enjoying yourself, I'm hoping. So thank you very much for that. Well, team, I think that's a wrap.